Ça va? Un, deux, trois. What's going on? Oh, fuck. I just made a whole setup. This is different, right? I decided to add a little something in here. This is the den, or whatever the fuck. Got the periodic table of cannabis behind us. Got a little coffee, which is a little bit cold. It's fixing some stuff around the house, but it's Brazilian. It's mad good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hopefully the fan isn't too loud. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Yep. Now I haven't made a video in a long fucking time. You know what? I'm gonna move this. I'll move this up a little bit. You guys are witnessing something brand spanking new right now. Okay. So, here we go. Right now, doing my thing. Should I Casey Neistat it and put my fucking glasses on? I don't know. Anyway. So, it's been a fucking long time. I just did all this shit. I got a clipboard now. TCTM. Can you see it? TCTM. Timo's Cruz de MarZ, of course. And I signed it, or autographed it rather. Difference between a signature and autograph, right? If you're someone who's famous or trying to be famous, practice your autograph, not your signature, because your signature is how people will steal your bank documents, and your autograph is what fans show other people to have social proof that they met you. Two different things. So when you're like a kid and you're like, keep that, I'll be famous one day, like, no, don't say that. Get that out of your head. Yeah, I just have some points to go over from basically where I've been, what I've been doing, what I'm gonna be doing now, what's up with the channel, what's up with me, what's up with everything. I'm not wearing a CCTM shirt, I'm wearing a Ride Society shirt. I know. It's been a long fucking time, man. I still have them all, of course. I could throw one on, I could throw my hat on, but I'm just chilling right now. But I'm gonna get into some of these points, and we're gonna smoke a little bit. I wanna get through a couple of them before I start, because I start rambling on. I'm gonna go through a few things though. Actually, I'm gonna write one more thing down before I forget. We'll end it with this. I didn't put up my video talking to Yola. If this video comes out, I probably just put that video up, so I might even talk a little bit about that, or I might even just put it up after this video. I'm not sure yet, but I do have it. So I had to drive all the way to Houston, Texas, which is a 16-hour drive from where I'm at, to meet Dope as Yola, you know, Thomas, Dope as Yola. Rosie was also there, and his manager was there. I don't want to give his name out just because I'm not sure if he, you know what I mean, wants to know. Now, I met him, and when I met him, he actually knew me. He was like, dude, you're like, I've seen you working hard. I've seen you doing reviews of my shit. I've seen you do all this. He was like, hey, yo, fucking the manager. He was like, and Rosie, come here. You know, this is the guy I was telling you about. This is the guy who's been putting in fucking work. He's doing all this shit. I see you, man. I see you, bro. At first, he was like, is this you? He like looked me up real quick on his phone. He was like, this is you? And I was like, yeah, that's me. He was like, yeah, bro, I see your shit. I see you reviewing my shit. And then I showed him, do I have my fucking thing on me? You know what? I do. Watch this. He signed this for me. Where is it at? I keep it on me. So, he signed this for me. Boom. Because this is the very first, if you don't know, this is the very first Hella High Club, right? So he signed here, Yola, boom, with the silver. And then here he signed with the black, boom, Yola. So, pretty sick. First one ever, and I was number 46. He was like, damn, 46, you got in that bitch early. I don't know if that's how it works or not, but that's what he told me, so I was like, maybe I did. You know? And I keep a little scoop card on me, because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, it was super cool to meet him, super cool guy. I drove 16 hours, then when I got there, I waited probably 8 hours at least just to see him through the fucking line. Oh, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, it was worth it, because I realized he knew who I was because I was working so hard, making videos every day for like 3 months straight or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. And doing it every day is like, okay, my editing's getting better. I can analyze myself better because I'm doing it every single morning. I'm making a video every single day. I'm smoking something every single day. But I could tell, and this is what I want to get into next. Actually, I'm gonna wait. So I was driving there. I saw them. I got their emails. They were, you know, they were like, you know, talk to us, whatever. The other guy, I was talking to him on Instagram. The Instagram looks like it's down now. I haven't kept up with him since then, and that was like, that was a few months ago. So I just emailed them all today. Hopefully either Rosie or Thomas or the other guy. I do know his name. Like I said, I just don't want to give it away just in case, you know, privacy issues. You know, he's not in any of their videos or anything like that, so I don't know. I don't want to be like, yo, you know what I mean? I don't know. But let's just kind of keep going here. So after I was in Houston, I was thinking about staying there for a little while. Or I even went, what I ended up doing, actually, this is what happened, is I went to Oklahoma, and I was staying in like Stillwater for a little while, talking to people out there, doing some shit out there. And I was thinking about, you know, maybe I could go to college, maybe I could do this. Because the HHC, I feel like, was affecting me in a way, my heart and my lungs. This is what I was going to talk about before. I feel like it didn't fuck with me. And I'm going to kind of get into some of that in a little bit. So I was just thinking, I was like, damn, what should I do? While I was out there, I'm reading off my points here, kind of. But I lost my hard drive, man. My fucking hard drive. I lost it. So I didn't edit my video, and it just kind of fucking blows because that video probably would have done a lot for me. Especially then, I was making videos all the time. Now I can put that video up and it'll kind of kick off everything. He also said, not Thomas, but his manager, or I don't know if it's like, he's like the store manager. I don't know if he's like Thomas's manager or what exactly, but I know he's like the store manager for the dopest shop. And he was like, dude, Thomas wants me to send you some shit. I'll send you some shit that you haven't tried. Now it's been a few months, so I know they have a lot of new shit I haven't tried. So he said, in the future, if you want to try some out, just let us know. So I hit him up. I emailed him. I emailed Rosie. I emailed Thomas. We'll see when or if they get back to me. Or I don't want to bug them too much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like that. So we'll see what they say. Hopefully he'll be like, oh, dude, he's making videos again, shit. But we'll see. You know, I'm sure he's got other things to worry about. He's probably not looking out for me or anything like that. We'll see what happens. If not soon, hopefully in the future I can be like, yo, man, send me some shit. Because I had his first 3 boxes of the dopest shop. I had to stop because I'm broke, to be honest. So it is what it is. I should have just moved when I had a bunch of bread and stayed gone. And I thought about it, but then I ended up coming back. So let's get into the next point. Anyway, fuck all that. So I was learning about legality and all that shit when I was in Oklahoma, because it is a different state. Right, it's not quite California, but it's not quite in a legal state. It's somewhere in the middle. It's like you can smoke in a bar, but they can't see you rolling up, which doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. And then you can work in like a normal shop that sells different products. They even sell like shrooms out there, but it's not illegal to sell them in the way they do until you grow them. You know what I mean? Same with like beans. If you buy beans, you can buy beans from anywhere, but once you germinate them, now it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? In some states, it's not at all, ever. So it's kind of weird, but you still, in some shops, probably in all shops, but in some places, it was like, I was checking them out, I was talking to them, they're like, you seem like you know your shit, we really want to work with you, but you don't have your license, or we're not hiring right now. And those were kind of the things I was getting, where it was like, oh, hey, my boss comes back this day, and I didn't end up staying that long, because I had so much shit going on. But it is what it is, you know, you live and you fucking learn. So yeah, I was talking about going to college and things like that. I was thinking about going for agriculture and then getting into growing or doing biomechanic engineering, shit like that. And I've been going through just kind of a weird phase lately. I had a weird, I don't want to get super deep into it, but I had like a weird like, spiritual awakening and some other shit that happened. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy into it, but we'll get into some of the other shit later. So kind of that's the point. 1, me meeting Thomas, me staying out there. And we're going to get into the next point here. So this is basically coming back home and then figuring out HHC is kind of fucking with me. And why that is, I think, is because my mom actually has hypoglycemia. And there's something with HHC because it's, what is it? Is it hydrogen, right? It's maybe like hydrogen. It's like the extract process and everything. It doesn't affect normal people, but people with hypoglycemia, it affects them in a way where it's like, it's weird, right? And I was fine at first. I was drinking his 5-hour highs. I was eating his fucking edibles. I still have a bunch of shit. And that's the reason why I was like, I have to make videos because it's been a little while. I can't just let the shit sit. Some of it's probably not the best, but it's all like in capsules, never been open and shit. So hopefully it's fucking good. We'll find out. And that's another thing we can test too, is the longevity of these things. Can you have them sitting around for fucking 5 months? I don't know. We'll find out. Has it been 5 months? Maybe it has. Wow. It's been a little while. Yeah. It's been a fucking hiatus. I know. I didn't even do too much French, but I'm still learning a little bit. Don't think I fucking fell off. I didn't. So, yeah, that's why. And I don't have hypoglycemia, but I might have small traces of it because my mom has it. as well as my dad's mom has diabetes. And if you don't know what hypoglycemia is, it's kind of like diabetes, but the opposite. That's how my mom explains it. I don't know. The doctors don't even know, she says. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's something with, like, you have to eat or your blood sugar gets fucked up. You know, kind of like, it's just it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Why HHC affects it that way, I don't know. Does other things affect it that way? I don't know. But that's why I stopped smoking altogether, because I was like, my heart feels fucking weird. I was working out still, and I was like, my lungs, I feel like I'm fucking weak. Like, I'm just, and maybe it's just because I just got out the Marine Corps. I was so fit every single day, and then I come here, I'm still working out, and now it's like, I feel like I'm slowing down. Like, what the fuck? And it probably is because I'm smoking. This shit smells mad good. Not even gonna lie. We're not gonna do anything too crazy in this video, but what I am gonna do is I have some butter. I've never used butter before. My dad videos are atrocious if you look back at them. So I'm gonna pull out Cruella, my fucking rig, heat that bitch up. And we're gonna do some butter dabs for you fucking dabbers out there. And then we're gonna start reviewing more of Yola's shit, because I'm not gonna let my money go to waste, and I'm not gonna let my time go to waste. So let this be a lesson to you, anyone else watching. If you ever stop doing something, get back on it. Don't let the money go to waste. You know, I still have a fucking camera. I still have a fucking light. I still have creativity to build this little fucking thing in a few hours. Fucking got me a little bit of coffee, and I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on it, and pretty soon, hopefully, well, even if it's 5 years from now, I'm doing what I love in a community that I love and respect and care about, and hopefully you guys see that in me and will give me a fucking chance. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Next thing, so basically I wasn't knowing if I should make videos or if I should smoke or do anything, because I was kind of sitting around like, is it bad for me? Is it good for me? And I was testing it out too. I was like, is it just HHC? I ended up eating that brownie. Most of it. I actually have some of it left. It was pretty fucking good. By High Life. It was the knockout brownie. The thing is like this fucking big. It's fucking huge. It was pretty good. Tasted really good. I don't think it tasted like weed at all from my memory. I still have a couple little remnants of it. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. But fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'll eat it. I don't care. As well as I know some guys out here that have some nice ass hash. So I might, you know, they have infused hash moonshine. 2, they have just some hash you can just munch or just fucking smoke down. And they have chocolate infused hash. So I'm gonna be trying that shit out. Whoa, I'll tell you what. As well as I haven't started growing. I do have the Hey Abby. I'm thinking about putting it in here, or I might just wait and use it. But I still want to document using it, and I'll probably be the first person to do that. Unless, I don't know, maybe in the last few months someone else has got it. We'll see what goes on with that. There's kind of a lot that goes to it. I don't want to get into that too much though, so we'll figure it out. Next point here we have is just basically thinking of my next move and what to do. So I was thinking for a little while, I was like, should I just get into the trades? Should I just go into SWAT? Or I just got out the Marine Corps. I like that team aspect. I miss that. I miss being around a bunch of fucking people. You know what I mean? I have some other chairs set up in case other people come and smoke in here eventually or just want to kick it. But right now I'm just doing this shit alone, you know, and it's like, damn. It's weird, you know, when you get the military, every single day you're working out in the morning with the same people that then you go to work with, that then you after work go and eat with and party with and go have birthday parties with. You know what I mean? It's a community, it's a tribe, and there's nothing else like it in the real world unless you're like maybe a firefighter, a policeman, a fucking nurse, doctor, you know, some shit like that. Other than that, I mean, even tradesmen, they have teamwork, but is it really like you're living with these fucking guys? You're eating with these guys for lunch, breakfast, dinner, working out with these guys every single day, every single fucking one of them. It doesn't matter how old, young they are. Like, they're your people and they have to help you whether they like it or not. No, it's not. It's not the same. You know, like the closest thing is maybe like church groups or like veteran businesses. Or like I said, maybe being like a police officer or a firefighter. Maybe. But, you know, I was just thinking that for me, that's too normal to do that. Like, yeah, I could retire in 20 years. That'd be cool. But do I really want to do that? I was like, it's cool. The training's fucking dope. I fucking like that shit. Don't get me wrong. But me, I think this is my calling. And why I even did this is because I'm a lot like my dad, you know, and I go to my dad and he's airbrushing and he has a little setup in his garage. He used to have a big ass place with 3 garages, 2 houses, fucking making $200,000 a year, just doing what he loved, tattooing and airbrushing. Well, he was making 50 grand off each of those, and then he was also making 100 grand off of plumbing, like 120 grand off plumbing. at a power plant, right? Before they were laying people off, which he's the one he got laid off, right? But he was still just making 100 grand doing what he loved, and then he's making another 100 grand off of helping out the city and the people around, right? Pretty fucking sick. So that's pretty dope. Think about it. But I was like, I don't want to do that because that's gonna take 5 years to do that. People are messaging me, and then all this shit's just gonna happen. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. It's a lot of money, but I'm not just in it for the money. That's why I got out the Marine Corps, and I could have went out medically, but I still want to bet in now. I wouldn't have met Yola. I wouldn't have done all this shit that I'm doing now. So yeah, there's hardships that go through it, but everyone that really gets to the point that I want to get to and becomes someone who made their own path has to go through these hardships because they're lessons. So I've learned a lot through these past few months, and just recently I wanted to build this. I want to start smoking again. I want to start making videos again. I don't know if it's going to be every day, or at least if it should be every day, but I'm going to kind of take it as it goes. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Okay, I need a break. Maybe I'll take a break for a day or two, three, whatever, a week off. But I really like the idea of making daily videos because I know I'm going to get better faster. I'm going to have a routine necessary, and I'm going to know immediately, oh, I'm going to make a video today. You know what I mean? And then you guys are going to know too. Whatever. Let's actually spark this. Fucking Clipper. Rose gold. I saw a thing recently that was like, do it like this. And burn it like that. To burn it even. Josh from Raw was actually saying that. How's this shit burning? Hold on. This is good enough. So we still have a bunch of those Yola 2 gram joints. Are they 2 gram or 2.5? I think they're 2 gram. Oh, I don't have a fucking ashtray. I'll use this. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. This is some Skywalker. Little Kush action. It's not burning great, but it's fucking whatever. We're just chilling right now. Alright, so my next point I wanted to get into, after all that shit, it feels good talking again and seeing myself. Like, normally I don't see myself. I don't just look in the mirror all fucking day. So I can see myself a lot, like, oh shit, it's cool. It's like I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to my past self and my future self. You know what I mean? Giving my past self advice, like you guys. Giving my future self something to look back at and be like, oh yeah, I did do that for every day for a long fucking time. You know, it's pretty fucking sick. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's sharing my views with the world, sharing everything. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. This is just a fucking tarp in the garage with a few fucking chairs, a little poster, one of those fucking fans, a little desk you can buy at like Kmart, some padding you can get from like Home Depot, Menards, whatever the fuck. This shit's not that hard to make. If you guys just want to make a little something, you know, kind of get away from everyone, chill out, smoke out. Cool little spot, you know, it's nothing too expensive or anything like that. I'm not lying, like I'm not balling out here. Like I said a few months ago, I had like 10 grand in my pocket, just fucking chilling. But I spent a lot on trying to make videos, and I haven't even finished all that shit. So I'm not gonna let my money go to waste. It's time. I need to start smoking it. I keep my shit good for a long time. Like I put it in jars with packs and all that shit. So it's still fucking good and nice, or at least most of it should be. But we'll kind of see going to the future how it is. It feels weird smoking again. I smoked a couple hits of a bowl yesterday at my boy's house. I wasn't going to, but I was like, I think I'm gonna start making videos again. And they kind of were telling me, they're like, dude, like make videos again. Like we fucking like them. Like cool. And I was like, all right. And I started thinking about it, and I was, you know, gonna just start bartending because I figured I can easily work up into a management position. See, I'm fucking rambling already. I can work up into a management position. I can do all this shit. Boom, boom, boom. And I guess it's at least relevant, eh? And I can just do all these things where then it's like, okay, maybe I can own a bar, then maybe I can own another bar, and then I can just find good managers, almost like Gordon Ramsay's like a chef, who owns different places, right? And then he has head chefs and shit. Maybe I can do that with the bar. Learn all the positions, hire all the positions, have this place, this place, this place, and then I can just do whatever the fuck I want. But I was thinking, I was like, how long is that gonna take versus doing something else or, you know, doing this shit? But I think this shit is really what I'm meant to do, and it's still early enough to where I can do it. Just this year, I was making videos almost every day, or the end of last year, kind of end of January. And a lot of people have been telling me, you know, hope you're all right. I see you stop making videos. Like a lot of people watching my shit, man. I got rid of fucking Snapchat. I don't even go on that bitch anymore. Got rid of Facebook. Not altogether, but it's like off my homepage, so I can't even see it. So if people message me or need me to go on there, I gotta like go out of my way. Instagram and Twitter, I'm on sometimes, but it's usually just to see other artists and other businesses. Because before anything, I'm an artist, man. That's why sometimes I just get up and I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta fucking build something. You know. That's why I want to be an engineer, because I think it'd be pretty cool. But I'm an artist before anything. I wish I could just make art and chill and smoke and live off doing that. But it's a lot. And that's why I was making music. And not that I stopped, but it's just, it's not like before. And this fan has the smoke just blowing all towards me. I guess I didn't think about that. I'll put it over here. We have a possible package I wanted to talk about from the dopest shop, and that's the guy, you know, his manager, the dopest shop manager. He was in contact with me on the dopest shop. Like, I have screenshots of it. It's pretty sick. But the account's not there anymore. So I was gonna send them the screenshots and be like, hey, can we still do this? I don't know if you guys remember me. I'm the fucking Marine, because they knew me because I had my Marine hat on. And Yola was like, oh, no one's gonna fuck with you, huh? And I was like, yo, bro, what's good? What's up? And then he took a picture of my water bottle because it had the Sandlot on it, DGK sticker, from Zoomies, if you've ever seen that. I had that on there. He was like, yo, I forgot the Sandlot and shit. He was like, whose water bottle is this? I was like, oh, it's me. And I was up next, so I went and talked to him. That's not gonna be in this video, but you'll see, like, I was like, yo, I want to get a video with you. I had my camera, you know. I didn't want to just walk up with it on, you know, so I was like, hey, can I, you know, I know you're always around cameras, you probably don't want a bunch of cameras in your face. You mind if I, like, get you in a video real quick? He was like, yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck. I was like, okay, I just don't know what to say. He was like, oh, dude, just pull it out, I got you. So, dude was so fucking cool, man. I pulled out my camera. He was like, oh, dude, it's a nice fucking camera. You got a big ass fucking mic on here. I was like, yeah, I paid over $1,000 for this bitch, you know. And then I got to set it up. I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, let's go down there. I don't remember what I said or anything, but he just went off, bro. He was like, oh, dude, hey, it's dope as y'all fucking blah, 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 check my boy out here. Whatever the fuck he said. And like I said, it's been a few months, but it was pretty chill, honestly. I went there. I made a couple friends with the people in line. I got their Snapchats, although I don't have Snapchat anymore. So I think what I'm gonna do is just start sitting on my social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram, only stuff that this is on. My YouTube, I'm gonna keep watching podcasts and shit of other stuff. I was keeping up every day on like the First Smoke or Yola's podcast, Eric Kahn's, right? So I was watching all his podcasts, and then sometimes I don't really watch like all of Joe Rogan, but I just watch clips. Sometimes I watch a full episode. Or usually when I'm driving, I'll just put it on and I'll listen to it, honestly, if I'm going to do a whole episode. But that was only when I was on the trip, so it was like 16-hour trip. Yeah, I listened to a few episodes. I watched like both Elon Musk ones and another one. Man, that coffee's cold as fuck. Yeah, I possibly might be getting a box from him. I told the guy, though, I was like, I want to hold off on this because I don't know if it's good for me, and I stopped smoking. I have to figure it out. So I recently messaged him, like I said, and I was like, hey, I think I'm finding out my body more. I found out some stuff. I went through everything that I went through. Well, I didn't really say all that, but I was just like, hey, I kind of found out my body more because I know we kind of talked about that. The Instagram we were messaging me off doesn't seem to work anymore, so I figured I'd shoot you an email. Boom. Then I sent one to Yola, hey, bro, I'm back. I'm about to be making videos and shit. Then I sent one to Rosie, like, hey, I hope one of you guys gets back to me. I know you have 3 different emails and said I might not get back to you or she might not get back to you or whatever. But I sent you all an email about this, and then I just talked about what I talked about to them. And so hopefully if Rosie sees her email, she'll be like, oh, explain the situation, and then he'll be like, or she'll be like, hey, Yola, or Thomas, can you fucking message you back? Or maybe she'll message me back and be like, yeah, I'll talk to him, whatever. And then he'll get in touch with me, or the other guy will get in touch with me, and that's hopefully what will happen, so that I can be like, okay, now let's talk about fucking whatever. You know, if he's like, I'm gonna send you all the new shit from the past 5 months that you haven't seen, and he's sending me a box that big, oh, that's fucking crazy. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But he might be like, oh, send him a little box of like a few disposables or a few things of butter or dabs, or probably mostly just joints. You know, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I've only really smoked his joints and tried his edible. Well, no, I tried pretty much everything on here. Yeah, the liquid diamonds. The only thing I didn't try, like I said, was his dabs, his butter. I didn't know he had it until I started looking it up, and I was like, oh, he has it, because he hasn't promoted it in a while. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if people even know he has butter, because I don't think he smokes his own butter, because why would he? Think about it, right? Even if it's like super good and super amazing, he's probably more likely than not smoking on hash and, you know, doing bong hits, or smoking on some of someone else's dabs, trying things out, or, you know, all this stuff. If a new product comes out, yeah, I'm sure he tries it, he does his shit, but he's probably mostly not smoking on his own stuff, besides maybe the joints, because they're in little capsules. He might bring some around like that, pretty easy, whatever. But he probably likes rolling fatter ones, though, right? Because he makes videos like that. He's like, yeah, I usually roll a fat one in the morning, or time I go to the gym, like, damn, this guy's fucking smoking. But I think mostly what he's using of his own product are his pens, because they're easy to bring around, they're completely legal. Whenever he travels, he can just be like, and if he does see this, he's probably like, yeah, because those are the most useful things. And that's the other thing I think that was getting wrong with me, is every day I was hitting like a pen. You know what I mean? And I think just that flavor, or just that often of me hitting the pens and them being HHC and HACP, and his is super strong, you know what I'm saying? And then taking the edibles and the gummies and all that stuff, so the fucking drinks and all that shit. I think it just fucked me up. You know, I think my body needed, I don't know if it needed a tolerance break, or I don't know if it is the HHC specifically, or maybe it's a little bit of everything, or maybe I'm just fucking bugging out. And that's just what happens after you start smoking. Now, I don't like that, honestly, because I'm a very fit person. I know Joe Rogan smokes weed, and I know a lot of people in like jiu-jitsu and shit smoke weed. So I'm sure it's fine, but really, I feel like you have to work out twice as hard if you want to smoke weed that much. Like, it's crazy, because I was even getting a little chunky, and I was still working out every day. It's his, like, a job, bro. Even if you're doing it for like an hour or two a day, it's like, it's a lot. Especially as me being alone, I don't have a fucking team. And that comes to another point, is I really need a fucking team. And like I said, that team effort of the military and everything is fucking sick. So I'm thinking about getting a hold of a couple of my boys and really getting us on a routine. One, to just like better ourselves. Two, to be making content together, and you know, they can help me out, like a camera guy, an editor, or you know what I mean, or just chilling with me and helping me talk about shit. Fuck it. And having those people kind of help come up with me, even help me out and kind of come up with me, you know, because it is a lot of work. I could do it on my own, but it's just like, fuck, it's hard. Plus, it'd be cool just to be with some guys. You know, imagine like me just traveling around with 3-4 other dudes, and we all just sit together, smoke together, chill together. It'd be like not really a podcast, but almost, right? You just kind of be moving around, like talking about shit, like a 4-person vlog. I don't know. Maybe it'd be weird, but it's kind of an idea. If you're out there and you want to do something, that's an idea right there. I kind of had an ego death, man, and that shit, it's weird. It's very weird. I might make a whole separate video on it. You know what? I am going to make a whole separate video on it. But I just felt like right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to chill. So, I feel like that's pretty much everything. But I kind of wanted to keep talking a little more just because I like talking shit. So, I'm gonna change my editing style, because I was kind of getting that Gen Z, what's her name? I want to say Anna Kremling, but that's the fucking chess player. What the hell is it Anna? No, Anna Shoemate. Nuh-uh. She makes video game videos. Who the fuck is the other girl? Emma Chamberlain? Is that her name? Yeah, Emma Chamberlain. And Casey Neistat, right? Like, I like watching their vlogs and shit. But I don't want to steal their editing styles. You know, it's cool to take, like, an idea from somebody. Like, Yola makes videos where he just does story time. What I want to do in the future, and this is kind of what I want to talk about too, kind of what I'm going to get into, is talking about military experiences that I've had. Still a story time. I'm still going to be smoking and doing it, talking to you guys. Eric Kahn kind of does story times too, I think. People like Goblin, of course, you know, they do story times. But they all do it their own way, right? Eric Kahn's, it's kind of like a vlog, and then he tells a little story, talks about this shit, new product, and then, boom, that's his style. You know, that's it. And you have the other guy, what's his name, Fulcrum? He just fucks with people, right, in stores, or tells people to hit the pen and shit. And that's cool, you know what I mean? That's what the new generation does, whatever. But I like the way Yola and Eric Kahn do it, and that's the way that I kind of like. I don't know, they're my biggest influence, I'd say. You know what I mean? I've always wanted a podcast with my friends, just back in the day, playing video games with them and shit. And now, even more, like, we can get together and just be smoking and coming up together. It's like, yo, I don't know. What I need is, like, some artistic people that really want to be a team, and we would just blow up. You know, it'd be like, oh, dude, I'm into this, I'm into that. It's like, oh, me too. We can fucking draw and fucking paint and sculpt and all that shit. And we can make music, and you can be good at taking videos and cameras. You know, if you're an artist mind, you naturally are like, you want to do those things, right? Like pictures, photography, videography, you know, all that shit. Editing pictures, editing videos, animation. You're into drawing. You're into paintings, sculpting and sculptures, I guess. You're into music. You're in, you know what I mean? So as someone who's like an artist, you're naturally into all that stuff. And that's me, right? I'm an artist. I was born an artist, and that's who I am. So I need to kind of be around that, right? Obviously, look at me, right? So I'm an artist. I'm a creative mind, and I need to be doing creative things. That's why I like this. But I also really like the team, like social aspect of being in a team aspect. You know what I mean? Like a team setting. So what I don't like about Eric Kahn is he doesn't have a team. You know what I mean? Like now he does have people he works with because he's gotten so big that he could open a spot here, or he could do this, and he could, you know what I mean? He can buy, you know, crazy cars and shit. Not saying he doesn't do other work on the side, I don't know, but I think he's got to that point where he's come up, and that is his job. Making videos about, like, talking about weed and shit, like, that's his fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty fucking sick. It's also kind of weird with YouTube and their like regulations, and that's how it's like a lot of people aren't making money. So that's kind of the weird problem with it, is like, dude, what if this guy isn't making money? You know what I mean? Now he can't make these videos every day, so you almost have to have like a Patreon where a bunch of people are buying your shit, or you have to be streaming. You know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling on all day. See, that's what this shit does. I'm gonna probably chill in here, eat a little bit, think about some more video ideas, get on with my day, and I'll have to edit this either now or in the morning, as well as the other YOLO one. I might record more for that one, probably, and we'll see which one goes up first. But I'm back. It is July 11th. We're getting back into it, man. Memorial Day really, like, or not Memorial Day, the 4th of July, they always start good, and then they always, like, end bad for me. I don't know why. Like, not bad, but just, like, annoying. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. And it does happen a lot, too. A lot of 4th of Julys. I don't know. It's just around that area, man. So it's probably something about the stars, the fucking astrological signs, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know. But either way, I'm Timo Cruz, your host of Timo's Cruise to Mars. We just cruised to Mars. I just told you what the fuck's been going on with my life and everything like that. And that's pretty much it, man. So, au revoir, bientôt, and let's kick the outro. Was that my whole outro? I think so. I think so. It has to. It has to. Kick the outro, baby.
One more drink. I need one more drink. Drowning in whiskey. let me sing. Let me be, homie, let me be. Asking my heart like how much we need. Scotch and bourbon, that's what I like, yeah. Tossing and turning, woke up in the night, yeah. Why is she always trying to argue and fight, yeah. Walk up in the door and she asked you alright, yeah. I just need a bottle and maybe a Sprite. She said you're drunk, I said please not tonight. I never get to do these things that I like, so just shut your mouth and please hold me tight. You act like my last one and that kinda scares me. She said, Timo, please don't compare me. Well, don't act like you're unaware, see. I just want everything around to be fair, see. Everything was cool, but we broke up the next week. And the next week, she'll be on to the next friend. Then I moved away like, yeah, it's the best thing. Only thing I want right now is the next drink. One more drink, I need one more drink. Drowning in whiskey, let me sink. Let me be, homie, let me be. Do you want one more? The fuck you think? One more drink, I need one more drink. Drowning in whiskey, let me sink. Let me be, homie, let me be. Asking my heart like how much we need.